What's up, everybody? I guess you can see what this is right here. This is my Jerrc JMT Pro chassis for the LMT. Finally done. I am so excited with this, the way this came out. Guys, you really got to get this chassis, whether the bolt-on or the full Pro chassis. I just finished this the other day. Me and my girl, shout out to Arlene Saez, love you baby. She actually detailed the fuel cell here, did mighty well if I may say. Also she did the muffler, the exhaust system. I did this a little bit different. I've had this plan for a while on the Project Overkill monster truck, but it's actually turning into its own little thing here. So some of the features that I have on it, but before I begin, let me just say the fit and finish of this chassis, second to none. Jason Reif did an excellent job with this. Everything went together very well. He actually has, if you go to his channel, he does 2 nice videos, a brief how-to and what to expect when disassembling your stock LMT. And transferring everything over to this. One thing I would say is before you put the chassis plates together, make sure you get the electronics tray, the transmission and everything else into one side before you bolt this other side of the chassis plate, especially for the shocks. I used RC 4-wheel drive 90mm super lift suspension system. These shocks are oil filled and they're inner sprung with bleeders. These two here are 100mm. This one's 90. I'm actually going to have the whole setup with 12 shocks all the way around. I just wanted to drive it like this first just to get an idea of what I'm getting into. The whole chassis comes with the keyed front and rear sway bars, which in itself, even if you put it on the stock LMT chassis, it makes a huge difference. It's so soft. Gives the truck plenty of stability, but it just allows the truck to move a lot more smoother. It also comes with the Trident 4-link, but I had ordered these before I ordered the chassis. I didn't know, so I actually got some round ones too. Awesome. I'm running an Arma creat BLX 2400 kV brushless, running on Spectrum Smart 5000 mAh 100C 4S battery. All I can say is this is plenty enough power. I'm running Hot Race aluminum strap suspension strap limiters, 100mm. I believe they stretch out a little anyway, so it only takes maybe, I don't know, maybe at most 5mm of extra suspension travel, but my idea is for it to be very effective and to do what it's supposed to do. Still running it on the stock LMT tires. I'm waiting J Concept tribute wheels to come out. At my job, big shout out to Hobby Quarters in Foxborough, Mass, New England's biggest hobby store. You guys, if you're around, definitely go check it out. The owner, my boss, Jeremy, awesome guy. All the guys there, Jim, Matt, Josh, Abe, Aaron, everybody there is awesome. Big up to you guys. All right, so in the front, I'm running a Reef Raw 500 servo. I plan on getting the Demon Shut servo real soon. I got this actually for nothing. I just did a trade with my boss here, so big up to him. I'm running the Low C 25 tooth servo saver. Only way to go. I've run Hot Racing servo saver. I bent a horn in it. This is the best one. It's basically an 8-scale bell crank servo saver, and it's the only thing that I believe can deal with this truck, hands down. I got the Treal axle set up, front and rear. I got the Treal knuckles also. And if you notice that the truck's a little bit wide, I actually got the JER Custom Design wheel wideners, which brings the track width from stock 15.5 inch to 17.5 inches wide. This alone is one of the best hop-ups you can get for this truck. It takes all the twitchiness away at high speed. Barely wants to tip over, and if it does, you can catch it because it's so wide to counter correct. In the front, I'm running G-made shocks with the piggyback reservoirs, super plush suspension. I'm still running the stock Firma 130 amp ESC. No complaints here. Does its job quite adequately. Yeah, so the suspension on this is super soft with these shocks. I tried, I was going to do 2 each, but the Overkill monster truck had 3 to each side. So pardon me, some of the stickers are coming off here. I'm going to have to come and definitely add some adhesive on this to make sure they stay. But 3 is more than enough. It actually holds the truck quite well. Like I said, I'm using hot racing standoffs. It's awesome packaging. It comes with like 4 different sizes, 4 of each different sizes in a package. I believe I used 4 actually to get all the parts in that I wanted to, but it looks really good. Pretty much I did all the shocks before I put the plates together. Just made things a lot easier to get in there with a hex driver. But I'm sure if you have one of those old school hex, a hex wrench, the little L-shaped ones, probably make it easier to get up in there. The truck lighter already than the stock. Super impressed, guys, with this truck. Jason did an awesome job. I know he's working on a wheelbase extending kit soon, which he's going to make a longer drive shaft along with longer links. I don't know how that's going to go about, but I'm sure it's going to come out off the hook like the rest of his products. I highly recommend him. I think he makes the best option parts for the LMT. He's the only guy I go to, and I'm not just whistling Dixie. The dude is the truth. So I bolted the stock, I don't know what you would call this, the side plates here. I still got to come and screw these parts in here, but I just put it on real quick for you guys to see. I got a 1966 Stampede body that actually fits this. Thank you, Jason, for making the chassis a little bit shorter so we could put 10 scale bodies on it. This is actually it right now, painting. As far as performance, I took this truck out. You can immediately tell the amount of acceleration it has with the battery being positioned forward. It is definitely puts the weight up. It doesn't want to wheelie as much. It still will lift up the front tire, especially because I got 4S, but it's definitely way more controllable. He also brings a bunch of, he added all the screws and hardware, as you can see, to mount all the posts, and you can kind of set this up any way you want. You only need to use a few of the posts on the inside over the drive shafts that come stock on the chassis. Fits it no problem. He even gives you spacers for the fuel cell, and also this brace right here, which kind of makes the wheelie bar a little bit wider, because this chassis is a little bit wider than the stock. But yeah, this is it. You can see the wheel wideners back here. Super sturdy. It's only like $35 for a set. I highly recommend it, guys. You guys will definitely notice a difference. And also, definitely want to add this. When I had my sway bars in, I actually had it mounted in here, but Jason quickly informed me that I should put it to the outside so it takes away any of the binding. And I could definitely already tell a difference right there. Sorry for, it's a little bit dirty. I've been taking her to town lately, doing some tests here and there. Nothing little buffer won't fix. But yeah. This is my Pro JMT chassis. Dopest truck out there. One of the best looking setups I've seen. All you SMT owners, eat your heart out. Seriously. You got something to worry about with this setup right here. I know Freestyle RC is coming up with some other chassis, but Jason's the first to do it. And I believe in his products. Hands down. Alright. So, with that being said, I'll be doing some videos really soon. I finally got my channel set up. Race Haven RC. So make sure you guys click the subscribe button. Help a brother out. At least like it. Even if you don't like it, show some love. I know somebody else already got a video of this out, and I'm sure there'll be plenty more. This has truly been a pleasure project. Me and my girl actually put it together. Not too many guys can actually say that. And those of you that can, you know how awesome it is to have your girl do this with you. And for those of you who wish your girls would do it with you, let me be the first to say, women, you should. Those of us who are into this hobby will definitely love you a lot more. Trust me, at the end of the day. But back to the focus of this, you got plenty of shock adjustments. You could do pretty much anything you want to this truck to make it your own. Plenty of positions. Also, you could put the sway bars. I just put it at the very end because of this piggyback right here. It just gives it enough clearance, but it makes it all day. So you see. I actually have more suspension travel than I did with the stock, with the shocks on the trailing arms. I've taken this off of some 4-foot jumps. No problems. You don't hear no clicking, no bottoming out. So, yep. If you guys have any questions, feel free to add any comments down there. I'll make sure I definitely get back to you. But I hope you guys like my Project Overkill Frankenstein project now. It's turning into something completely different, but it's okay. Yeah. I hope you guys really like this. I worked really hard on it. Thank you, Jerrc again, Jerrc Customdesigns, for making such an awesome project. I also got the driver that I took from my son of a digger, which this truck originally was. And I cut it down to size. I got this from Jerrc too, and it actually fits in here perfectly once you cut out the sides. And also that the bracing, the neck bracing that comes with it, just to add some real scale appearance to it. And another thing for me, when I go to take this battery out, basically, I remove this. So far, it's the only way I know how to do it. So the battery comes in and out, and then you just screw it back on. No big deal here. All right. He even makes this awesome. He made this hole in here so it's easy for you to put the motor wiring. I don't know if you guys can see in there. Let me see here. For the motor wiring, everything is super slick and well thought out. So you can get all the wiring in here. It looks tight, but trust me, everything works so smooth. Getting all the wiring done, and it's super clean. So this is my LMT Overkill monster truck. I'll make another video after to pretty much see what the difference is when I get the low C Firestorm tires. I kind of like the bigger tires. It definitely looks the part. Not too crazy about the Destroy and the Demolisher tires, which I'm sure they're great and they save some weight, but I'm all about scale realism as much as I can. The monster truck is about bigger tires, and they already save enough, over a pound over the stock LMT tires, and these LMT tires are great also. They definitely look the part. Nothing some BKT stickers won't fix. Again, shout out to my girl for the awesome detailing to the muffler exhaust system, and that'll be that. All right, guys, see y'all soon.